Hi, welcome to the Grand Hyatt Taipei.
The Grand Hyatt Taipei is located in Taipei on the northern tip of Taiwan. The property is in the city center within walking distance of City Hall, historical sites, and night markets. But the most notable aspect of the hotel's location is that it is across the street from Taipei 101, a building synonymous with Taiwan and formerly the tallest building in the world. Grand Hyatt Taipei opened in 1990 and later underwent a major renovation in 2015. The property has 850 rooms and suites across 25 floors, making it the largest hotel in Taiwan by number of rooms. This is the lobby, adorned with 3 chandeliers, a fountain, and marble flooring. It is quite opulent. Near the entrance is Baguette, a cafe that sells exclusive chocolates and gift sets. At the back left corner of the lobby are the front desk and concierge. This part of the lobby opens up to the second and third floor, where you can find many of the hotel's restaurants. For your situational awareness, this is not a real security guard. I'm not sure why this statue is here, but it's kind of funny. These are the elevators. This is a One King Bed Deluxe. The room key functions as the master power button, which is a cool feature, but it makes it easier to lock yourself out. On the right is your closet, which has a robe, iron and ironing board, shoehorn, and indoor slippers. Adjacent to that is a small counter with a water boiler and drinkware. Underneath that is a mini fridge. Next to that is a safe with drawers. These drawers are dampened. Behind me is the bathroom, which has lights that turn on in a super dramatic fashion. On the right is a bathtub, then the iconic Grand Hyatt circular mirror, shower, and advanced toilet. There is a phone and robe next to the toilet. These shower doors open and close perpendicularly, which is unique. Bath products are made by Balmain. This silver box contains a dental kit and other personal care products. This knob controls the volume of the bathroom speakers, which is synchronized with the TV. Pretty interesting. This is the bedroom. It has a king-size bed with 2 nightstands, a lounge chair, a circular table, plenty of lamps, and some wall art. Opposite the bed is the TV, workstation, and a chair with purple cushions. This room has a view of City Hall and the pool deck from the 15th floor. Another view of the One King Bed Deluxe. We stayed in room 1634 during our second stay, so let's make our way up to the 16th floor. Our first walk to the room seemed to take forever, but then we realized that room 1634 was at the end of the hallway, and pro tip, if your hotel room is at the end of the hallway, that's a good thing. Okay, we're here. This is the Grand Executive View Suite. The room key functions as a master power button in this room too. I wasn't sure what this space was for, but we used it to store our luggage. On the right is a half bathroom. The light button is outside the bathroom, a bit odd. It has a vanity, an advanced toilet, and a phone. Outside the half bathroom are marble counters and wooden cabinets. Grand Executive View Suite bookings come with a complimentary bottle of wine and 2 jars of cookies from their bakery. The left cabinet swings open to reveal lots of mirrors, bottles of water, an espresso machine, and water boiler. The drawers contain drinkware, tea, sugar, cream, and espresso pods. Behind the right cabinet is a mini fridge. Opposite the counter is a dining table with a bowl of fruit and 2 chairs. This is the living room, which has a 55-inch TV, a comfortable sectional, a lounge chair and footrest, a coffee table, and a view of Taipei 101. If you position yourself correctly, you can see the top of the insanely tall building. These doors lead to the bedroom. They are dampened and will lock into an open position, so don't worry about slamming the doors and having them bounce back. On the left is a walk-in closet with 2 shoehorns, 2 robes, iron and ironing board, a safe, and indoor slippers. This is the bedroom, which has a king-size bed, a bedroom bench, 2 nightstands, a 55-inch TV, and most notably, lots of windows thanks to being located at the end of the hallway. The bedroom also has a view of Taipei 101. This is a master bathroom. There's a double sink vanity with 2 tall skinny mirrors, a view of Taipei Civic Plaza, a bathtub and TV, and a walk-in shower with a rainfall shower head and handheld shower head. Bath products are made by Balmain. There is a separate room for advanced toilet and phone. One last view of the Grand Hyatt Taipei's Grand Executive View Suite. On the 5th floor, this is the first of 2 gyms. Both gyms are open 24 hours a day. The first gym has some simple machines, benches, and free weights. Down the hall is the second and main gym. This gym has lots of treadmills and weight machines that are strategically positioned between partitions to give users more privacy. The 5th floor also has a spa, sauna, and exercise studio which offers yoga and acrobatics lessons. On the right, there is a changing area before heading out to the pool deck. This is the pool deck. Its wall of green bushes against a backdrop of downtown buildings looks nice. There's plenty of seating. The pool is heated and has multiple swim lanes. There's also a pool bar. This is the Grand Club Lounge on the 22nd floor. The lounge is open from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Access is complimentary for those who booked a suite or have Hyatt Globalist status, otherwise can be purchased when booking your room. On the left, there are tables for 2 and tables for 4. The tables at the back of the lounge have a view of Taipei 101, but are the furthest from the food. On the other side is a similar layout, except the tables for 4 are replaced with a single long table. I like that the lounge has these partitioned areas for extra privacy and noise reduction. This was filmed in the morning when breakfast was being served. This table has fruit. There's a small room with a couch and TV, ideal for a family with young kids. This area has coffee machines and chilled soft drinks. They had pastries, congee, hard-boiled eggs, salmon, yogurt, and milk. This counter has bacon, sausage, and tomatoes. This is an omelet station which I highly recommend. On the center island, there are dried fruits, nuts, and salad. Beyond that is more seating with a view of South Taipei. Grand Hyatt Taipei has multiple restaurants. There is Cafe, which despite its name has a lunch and dinner buffet, and an a la carte menu for breakfast. Irodori is a Japanese buffet. Yunjin is a restaurant that specializes in Chinese delicacies. Pearl Liang serves dim sum and Cantonese-style seafood. Bel Air Bar and Grill serves European cuisine and was featured in the 2019 Michelin Guide for their steaks and seafood. Zigga Zagga is an Italian restaurant. Cheers serves American, Italian, Chinese, and Southeast Asian food and hosts live performances in the evenings. Cha Lounge is a European-style lounge that serves afternoon tea, coffee, and pastries. They serve lunch and dinner on select days. Okay, time for ratings. Since we toured 2 different rooms, I will provide 2 sets of ratings, starting with the 1 king bed deluxe. I give that room a 4 out of 5. The room has sufficient space, the bathroom was nice with an advanced toilet, shower with a rainfall shower head and handheld shower head, bathtub, and that funny volume knob. The room had ample seating with 2 chairs and a lounge chair. Great room overall. I give the amenities a 5 out of 5. The property has a 24-hour gym, a heated swimming pool, a spa, a sauna, 9 restaurants including 2 buffets, a grand club lounge where you can view the Taipei 101, and stores in the lobby. I give the intangibles a 5 out of 5. The service was great. There were always staff present and ready to assist. One of the best benefits of this hotel was its unbeatable location in the city center near lots of historical sites, shopping, dining, public transportation, and a block away from the iconic Taipei 101. Cash rates for the One King Bed Deluxe are usually around $260 per night. At that price, I give a 4 for cash value, which represents good value. I think the room and the hotel's location justify the price tag. When you throw in the superb service, the gym, the heated pool, and the other amenities, this is a solid 4 stars for cash value. I was very close to giving this a 5 for cash value, but we stayed in a nicer base room with similar amenities at lower cash rates, so I can't quite give this a 5. I cannot give a points value score because the One King Bed Deluxe cannot be booked with Hyatt points. However, a One King bed can be booked for around 15,000 Hyatt points per night, which has essentially the same bedroom as the One King Bed Deluxe, but with a smaller bathroom, and I think that makes for a good redemption. Moving on to the Grand Executive View Suite. This room gets a 6 since it exceeds my criteria for a 5 and deserves a separate rating category. This room is incredibly spacious with 893 square feet, 1.5 bathrooms, a full living room, a dining area, a walk-in closet, and a TV in every room including the bathroom. The bed and sectional were very comfortable. The room took full advantage of its end of the hallway location by having a ton of windows on 3 walls, which gave us a great view of Taipei 101 and Taipei Civic Plaza. The complimentary wine was a nice touch. Outstanding room. Definitely one of my favorite hotel rooms. Amenities and intangibles get a 5 for the reasons mentioned when rating the One King Bed Deluxe. Cash rates for the Grand Executive View Suite go for around $700 per night. At that price, I give a 5 for cash value, which represents excellent value. Determining the value proposition of a $700 hotel room was tricky for me, but when considering that tiny little base rooms in Tokyo, New York, London, and Paris cost between $500 and $800 per night, $700 for this Grand Executive View Suite, the amenities, and unparalleled location start to sound like a great deal. And remember, this suite includes complimentary access to the Grand Club Lounge, which includes free breakfast and happy hour, definitely helps the value proposition. Award nights cost 30,000 Hyatt points per night. I give a 5 for points value because this makes for an excellent redemption. I highly suggest booking with Hyatt points. In summary, Grand Hyatt Taipei is a luxury hotel in Taiwan. They have great amenities, plenty of restaurants, excellent service, and a convenient location next to Taipei 101. Their One King Bed Deluxe and Grand Executive View Suite offer great cash and points value. Okay, that is all for my review of the Grand Hyatt Taipei. Thanks for joining. What did you think of the Grand Hyatt Taipei? Do you think that the Grand Executive View Suite is worth $700 per night? Let me know in the comments.